Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for joining today. My name is Julie, and I work as a business solutions consultant here at Quisitive. I've had the privilege of working with a wide range of organizations to address their unique challenges and unlock their full potential. Today, I'm excited to share insights and strategies that can help you navigate the ever-changing landscape of business and drive success in your own endeavors. Whether you're a seasoned professional or just starting out on your entrepreneurial journey, I hope you'll find inspiration and practical tips to take to your business to the next level. So without further ado, let's dive in. Just a couple reminders, this event is for you, so please get all your questions into the chat panel. Sessions are being recorded and will be available in the recordings panel after the event. We're also giving away some great prizes and announcing winners at the end of the day. You can increase your chances of winning by submitting your post-session survey. So who is Emperform? Since our inception in 2004, we've been honored to partner with outstanding HR and corporate professionals across the globe, driving a transformative journey in performance management practices. Our core mission is to streamline, customize, and optimize performance management solutions, ensuring they're both user-friendly and adaptable to diverse organizational needs. We're committed to empowering enterprises to seamlessly align, nurture, recognize, and retain top talent, cultivating a workforce poised for excellence on a global stage. Emperform stands as a comprehensive standalone platform, a fully flexible solution designed to seamlessly integrate with any HR or payroll systems, offering unparalleled versatility and efficiency. So let's get into the impacts this can have on your teams and business. We just put out a new ebook on the ROI of effective performance management, and some of the figures are worth noting. You can download this right from our website, but everything from financial performance, employee productivity, and business outcomes are impacted by the quality of performance management program in place. Studies show that companies can not only operationally save a lot of time if they're deliberate with reviews and embrace automation, but good performance discussions and engagement leads to more revenue per employee and reduced turnover, which I don't need to tell you costs a lot. Talent is hard to find and expensive to replace, so the more we can do to identify and develop staff, the better. Employees who have a clear, easy way to set and track goals are more engaged, committed, and motivated. And when employees get more and better feedback, they're happier, more satisfied, and the companies see the impact. So all that being said, something we have learned over 20 years is impacts are high, but change doesn't have to be. There are small things you can change today that will improve your performance program. So let's get into it. Here are 7 ways to create a performance management program with impact. In the world of organizational evaluations, we often forget about self-assessment, leaving HR with an even heavier workload. But here's the surprising part. Integrating self-assessment can actually make managerial tasks smoother and benefit the organization as a whole. Our clients have spoken, and they've shown us the incredible impact of self-assessment. It's not the headache that many think it is for HR and managers. If your organization hasn't jumped on board yet, it's time to start. Encouraging employee feedback is just the beginning. You can gradually introduce self-ratings on goals and competencies and delve into career development questions. Self-assessment isn't just about ticking boxes. It's a strategic move towards efficiency. It encourages continuous improvement and empowers employees to take charge of their growth. By investing in this approach, not only do we ease the burden on managers, but we also boost employee satisfaction and overall performance. Let's acknowledge that every role is unique. When we assess employees, we need to tailor our approach to match the specific competencies and objectives that are relevant to their positions. It's like realizing that one size doesn't fit all. We can't use the same criteria for everyone. It wouldn't accurately capture the diverse skills and responsibilities that exist throughout the organization. When performance reviews are closely tied to our business objectives, employees in the organization start working together in harmony. When we all understand where the company is heading and what we're trying to achieve, it creates a sense of commitment and purpose among employees. Studies show that when everyone's on the same page, productivity goes up, efficiency improves, and innovation thrives. By updating their progress more frequently, they can stay on track, make adjustments as needed, and keep their momentum going. It's all about empowering employees to take ownership of their growth and development. Let's put the spotlight on employee development and growth. We can do this by creating opportunities for employees to pinpoint areas where they can improve and openly discuss their career aspirations. When we support their growth and help them envision their future within the company, it's a win-win situation. They feel valued and motivated, and we benefit from their enhanced skills and dedication. Moving along to the next point of reviewing your existing forms. We see that many organizations keep the same forms for many years without looking into the essential elements of them. We've seen firsthand the impact of either refreshing completely or rebuilding review forms so they involve the right people, ask the right questions, are relevant to an employee's role, and most importantly, the outcome supports the mission of the organization. Unless you have regulatory requirements dictating a certain format of review, you can really get creative and make them enjoyable, clean, and impactful for your organization. There are no set rules. There are best practices which we can share with you, but we encourage you to design these forms and maybe even multiple forms so that they're relevant to your goals and your culture. Let's expand our horizons beyond just goals when it comes to performance reviews. Instead of solely focusing on targets and achievements, let's also delve into areas like personal development, teamwork, and innovation. It's about recognizing the full spectrum of contributions that employees bring to the table. By broadening our perspective, we can foster a more holistic approach to performance evaluation that truly reflects the diverse talents and efforts of our team members. If there's one thing that you can do immediately after this session in time for year-end reviews, it's to take a good look at your rating scales. Most of the rating scales we see are just not very good. And no matter how great your performance review is, the wrong rating scale will cast a dark shadow over everything. We have an entire ebook you can download right now that talks about how to use rating scales the right way, and I highly encourage you to download that. On the topic of rating scales, we hear a lot of HR leaders thinking they have to choose ratings or no ratings. That's just simply not true. We've seen organizations get rid of rating scales for more open-ended questions, and then years in, notice they can't actually plan anything. So rating scales don't have to go away, but they absolutely have to change how and why they are used so they don't feel like rating scales. At the end of the day, we do need measures. Organizations need to monitor key performance and talent data to make decisions about investments, people, and the future. So here's what we recommend at a very high level, but absolutely give that ebook a read. Match the rating scales to the content. You do not have to use the same rating scales everywhere, and that can actually make things confusing. Goals are a great example. Even though goals can be overachieved, we're not a fan of the typical meets exceeds rating scale for goals. We instead prefer a completed in progress, not met scale. It's clear, forces employees and managers to define the goal better, and it accounts for things in progress. That's just one example, but we have similar suggestions for everything from goals, development plans, competencies, etc. The next thing is to consider masking your numbers. There is nothing more deflating than an employee seeing that they're 3.2 out of 5. Even though that means great, it's never perceived that way. So we're fans of text-based motivational ratings, but keeping the detailed calculations in the back end for HR reporting. And that's something we can do very easily in Emperform. Forcing comments on ratings is also a great idea. Instead of blanketing comments, force comments on the ratings that stand out. If a goal is not achieved, well, why? Doing this not only forces managers and employees to consider their ratings more carefully, but it provides proof on the areas of interests and adds governance to the process. And finally, if you're going to add them, use them. Analyze ratings from all angles, manager, team, individual, because they will absolutely reveal opportunities in your organization to grow your talent. There are things we can do to educate managers and staff on bias so that they are aware and use that information when completing reviews and giving feedback. Let's talk about the power of real-time feedback. By providing feedback as we go, we keep everyone on track and inspired to do their best. Now, when it comes time to performance evaluations, it's essential to keep things transparent and fair. We need to set clear criteria and guidelines and make sure everyone knows what to expect. This way, there are no surprises come year end. To ensure fairness, managers should be empowered to base their assessments on objective data and measurable outcomes. This way, we eliminate biases and ensure that everyone's contributions are accurately recognized and rewarded. What can we do to reduce these biases? First, we can use our tag module for year-round journaling and feedback. This incorporates real examples that were noted in real time, feedback from others, not just your direct supervisor, and helps to reduce recency bias and primacy bias. We also need to document behaviors and not opinions. And we have some tools that are helpful, such as our rating assistant, which is a useful tool that managers can use to have tangible examples of how employees need to perform to get rated exceeds expectations, for example, rather than guessing. It is much more objective this way. Organizations find it useful to have managers and supervisors come together to discuss why they rate performance the way that they do. We can also adjust our rating scales, so making them less subjective and more objective. Example, rather than using exceeds expectation, using a scale like goals met, goals achieved, like mentioned earlier. And also creating job-specific competencies or skills, which helps remove the appraisal bias geared towards certain job positions more than others. We can also incorporate 360 reviews. So this is getting feedback from our peers and colleagues, which is super important. You may have worked on a project with a colleague or another supervisor for 8 months, and they worked with you a lot more closely than your direct supervisor has. This can give great insight to managers and can help reduce horns and halos effect. Often reviews tend to dwell on past events, leading to excessive discussions aimed at reaching a consensus rather than focusing on the future. To address this, we propose a 2080 approach, spending 20% of the time reviewing and summarizing the past year's outcomes and allocating the remaining 80% to utilize those outcomes for planning opportunities for growth and development, establishing goals for the upcoming period, and deliberating on the employee's future career trajectory and the steps required to reach it. HR plays a crucial role in fostering this forward-thinking perspective by shaping processes and forms to prioritize future-oriented discussions. A simple way to introduce this is to adjust your existing forms to look ahead. Have employees and managers think about goals, development, and changes for the next cycle, and document commitments while they're meeting. This will make it a much more impactful and motivational conversation. It is much easier to grow a good performance management process or program than to try to scale back. So it's essential to take your time and approach the process thoughtfully. Firstly, recognize the rapid pace of change and consider implementing improvements gradually. Starting with a 6-month plan and evolving over a year allows for a smoother transition. Many of our clients find success with a phased approach, dividing changes into manageable phases like phase 1 and phase 2. Next, it's crucial to gather employee feedback. Conduct surveys to understand what employees appreciate about the current process and where they see room for improvement. Comparing manager and employee ratings can help identify any gaps in perceptions and reveal areas for growth and development. Embracing technologies such as Emperform can revolutionize your performance management process. Transitioning from paper-based systems to digital platforms enhances efficiency and opens doors to more impactful changes. Fostering a culture of continuous improvement is key. Seek feedback from users and analyze data to spot trends, allowing for adjustments to be made on staff performance levels. Leveraging our platform tools like tags, journal notes, check-ins can significantly enhance the overall process. We encourage their use and emphasize their value in driving success. Looking ahead, emphasize the forward-looking capabilities of mPerform. Highlight how the platform can help drive future value and support ongoing growth and development initiatives. Lastly, invest in training for your managers. Equipping them with the skills to conduct effective performance evaluations and provide constructive feedback is essential for the success of your program. So just to give you a little bit of a background on mPerform, all the modules are included all for one great price. So it's all included out of the box. You have your performance reviews, ongoing feedback and journaling, your integrated 360 reviews. We have online surveys, 9-box or succession planning. We have a compensation merit planning tool, almost 100 out of the box reports that comes with the tool. We have notifications and alerts, and content libraries that we can provide, such as competencies, review templates, and writing assistant tools. Again, as mentioned earlier, mPerform can integrate with your existing HR and business systems, and we can also integrate with your Active Directory for single sign-on use. So that's it for me today. Please book a one-on-one review with me if you'd like to review anything I discussed today, or if you have any questions for me at all. And again, if you do have any questions at this moment, please put them in the chat panel and I will get back to you. Thank you so much and enjoy the rest of the sessions.